Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Golden Ticket Case 2 Canaries in the Coal, episode 13 ish.
Oh no, it's the black episode.
Well, I
Like
think we're
Black
12,
Friday,
but yeah, it'll turn out to be something. It's either 12 or 13, depending on how the really long session we did gets split up.
True. Yes, I probably should stop trying to put a number to these. It's just.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the 11th squillionth episode.
Alrighty, so last we left off, our three compatriots were meeting up with Misha in a darkened area above a sewer grate.
Probably talking with her on the cell phone as we pop out behind her and tap her on the shoulder, and then wave when she turns around and jumps.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, holy crap, guys, Riley, don't do that.
Cocks her head the other way. But come to help.
She looks at Laurie and takes a moment. Mr. Murray? Laurie looks down because there's still blood on his shirt.
Oh, don't worry, not his blood.
June signs. Does Misha get signed? Doesn't matter. June's
Yes.
going to sign he had a bad Wilk.
Welk? Okay.
Oh dear.
To cut down the amount of talking to myself, because
Yeah.
Misha's going to direct them to the sewer grate in the willow trees and show the bag. And I think Brandon will start taking the bag and trying to smell it.
All right, that sounds like an investigate.
It does.
Because that would give you a clue that would lead you to follow her scent.
Yep, and I don't have the right mantras for divination, but I have Protean Natures, which is currently my broad tag. So I'm going to.
Laurie is going to give you a help because he can also sniff the bag and pick up the scent.
Inured to the horrible won't help, even though
No.
because it's a different kind of horrible than picking through smells. I think that about covers it. I don't really have anything else I can think of.
I gave you a help, remember?
Right, got it. And here we go. Well, that's lovely.
Yep. So investigation exposes you to danger.
Quite clearly, yes. How long ago did Lucy have the bag?
An hour or so?
1 hour. Maybe more, maybe less. Not 2 hours, 1 hour. So. And do I have a trail to follow?
You do.
Then she's going to go ahead and go jump down into the sewers without thinking through it too much. She heard vampires, but...
Everyone, Laurie will follow. Is Misha gonna?
I think, yeah, Misha's probably going to follow along. I mean, I can't do much with her tags at the moment unless we get a montage at some point. But, no, Misha's going to follow along.
June is definitely following along. She may even appear agitated.
So, getting down into the darkness, Laurie Laurie pauses and says, "Just hang up for one moment. If I've got this, I might as well." Laurie concentrates on expressing some more of the dangerous vampiric characteristics. I'm going to attempt to change the game. So I think, please let me know if you agree or disagree. Dubious ethics,
Agreed.
Agreed.
feral physicality,
Yes.
Yes.
the worm turns,
Yes.
Is it?
The worm turns is the point the final girl goes on the attack.
Well, yes, but that's the point. This is a tracking, not a violence.
trying to manifest claws and fangs and such.
Oh, apologies. I thought you were trying to manifest heightened senses.
No.
In that case, yes.
Cool. All right. I don't see anything else. Does anybody think there's a weakness?
Soiled soul, because it is dangerous.
I almost feel like I should tell you that you need splintered personality, given that you are drawing on so many things that aren't your normal self.
I would agree to that. Yeah, power of one for change the game.
Well,
So that's 12.
you get a minimum of 2 for a great success.
Yeah. I am going to. Well, I was attempting to manifest vampiric fangs and claws.
Yep.
As I also plan to change the game. Specifically, I'd like to use 2 places at once to have Elaine open the briefcase and deploy some things to get to her.
Awesome.
Basically, whatever support puppets can hide in everyone's shadows and hidden compartments. Wink.
All right. Let's take a look at your sheet.
Puppets all the way down.
Yep.
Always a new monster. Monster must be unidentifiable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the power tags.
Okay. Do we think not sorted would?
Yeah, that sounds like it's a particularly dangerous thing.
Indeed. Anything else?
No, not that I can see.
Great success.
Nice.
I think I'm going to make separate story tags.
Very cool.
I think I'm going to create a tentacled shadow puppet to support me in the face of whatever danger I'm about to. And I'm going to make it last.
Cool. So you're navigating through a maze of tunnels, and you think you're heading closer to Clock Tower.
Ah.
Okay. So, Random's darting on ahead, following the scent without, thinking about setting herself up for a fight.
Awesome, because I'm going to hit overextend. So yes, you can mark an attention.
Okay. Got it.
Right. Well, yeah, June's looking more fidgety and less patient with all the people who can actually do the tracking.
Laurie is being frustratingly cautious to Elaine at this point. June. All right, random. Please face danger. You're running through all of these tunnels, a little bit heedless, a little bit careless, and it's not until the things are leaping out at you from side passages and small vents that you realize that you are in the middle of hostile territory.
Right. Okay. Does dark shadows and flickering lights help me here, or is it against me?
It helps you here because this is your environment.
Okay, cool. Supernatural might.
That certainly does help.
And I don't have any active mantras related to being a xenomorph because I decided to expose myself to danger. Um,
Yes.
I am. I don't have any active mantras, so the protean nature is not going to help much. Um,
Mhm.
Inured to the horrible?
Yes, in this case.
Okay.
I it was a little constantly reacting first.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Also,
Mhm.
I'm a massive bruise.
Oh dear.
Okay. No,
Power zero?
power zero, face danger. Come on, boxcars. That's not boxcars.
No, so that will take your massive bruise up to a 3. Um, contusions and lacerations.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So a mob of ghouls swarm random and just starts, you know, random's pretty tough. She fights back a little bit, but there's just no stopping the wave of claws and teeth coming in her direction from all sides. Who would like the spotlight? Should Laurie or
Well, given that we're passing through the sewer, probably the storm drains, given we can stand. I think June is just going to raise her hands to elbow height, palm up, and then push them upwards to shoulder height. Matching her gesture, just a sea of tentacles is going to burst out of the cracks between every every brick, all the mortar, under any water that happens to be running through at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. All right. It will be a -1 because of their size. State. Um,
Because there's a mob of them.
there is a mob of them. Yes. Not as many as you dealt with back at the ranger station.
All right. Well, in this case, I would like the monster must be unidentifiable
Yep.
or shadow puppet because that's what I'm explicitly
Yep.
using.
Yep.
Always a new monster. I would like undetectable, given that I am attacking from surprise, and guess what's here that you didn't.
I agree. This will probably be hit with all you've got.
Cool. Anything else I should be putting on this?
I don't see any particularly useful weakness, any particularly good weaknesses for it, so I think we're good.
Yeah, no.
And you're the only status-free person on this team right now.
Yeah,
Well, Misha, but she has all her tags burned.
indeed.
Hi.
I'm not seeing any weakness tags.
Okay. Yeah, as it happens, Bastion is pretty great for, not dying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hitting it with, as you say, all that I have. face danger and take a risk that a dynamite, not hit it with all I've got. Ugh.
All right.
So, in order to not mitigate any of the potential problems of this, I'm going to take getting them good, or getting many of them, for +1. Let's say... Oh, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, before Laurie can even react, the ghouls are torn apart by these tentacles. The tentacles pull them back into the tiny cracks in the walls that they emerged from.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
Misha kind of goes running over towards where Random is when she's clear, and it's like, what do you think you're doing? Be careful! We need to save Lucy, not get killed finding her.
Yes, could you please mark one more pip on your contusions and laceration status? Some of those tentacles were a bit too enthusiastic.
Ow. Okay.
Laurie walks past as Misha's talking and says, as much as I might like to agree, the more time we waste, the longer Lucy's down here.
Yes. And getting close, and try to limp ahead, though she is going to start muttering, werewolf can heal, werewolf can heal, werewolf can heal.
Okay. Would you like to change the game?
Yep. Unfortunately, would Supernatural might cover that? I don't think it does.
No, that sounds like a strength thing.
Yep. Protean nature, and the only other one I think is inured to the horrible.
I'm not sure. Inured to the horrible sounds to me like more of a psychological thing, though.
True. Okay.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I mean, maybe Syl looks human, but that doesn't feel.
No, because that's specifically an illusion.
All right. I'm not going to tag any weaknesses on that.
And the status itself doesn't address when you're trying to reduce it.
By the way, the maternal impression status is gone.
Right, because she's not here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got a change the game with +1. Hope for a good roll.
Yep.
That is not a good roll.
Oh dear. What am I going to do here? Pardon, see. I'm going to say you attempt to heal. Instead, what you feel in the wounds that you've just received is a burning sensation. It hurts like hell. I would like you to burn your protean nature tag, please.
Oh, that's painful. Okay.
When you feel the burning, it's almost like the more monstrous part of you is snapping back at you. You almost feel like the beast is fighting against is biting back against the human that's trying to come out.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think I'm going to mark another fade on that. Though that can be a response to the fade that's already there. I'm using a lot of my nature right now, so I'll hold off on marking fade yet.
Okay, that might be a thing for when we get to the end.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only a few turns after the fight with the that you come to a larger area. Somebody has converted this sewer. They've put like platforms and planks and things over sections where the sewerage is supposed to run. And there's a bunch of crates in here, as well as a lot of scientific equipment. They've set up some like really crappy plastic tables that look like they've come out of dumpsters, and there are vials of red liquid, a whole bunch of chemicals just lying scattered around. Looks like someone's been doing experiments here.
Do we see anybody around?
You do not, but there are a couple of doors leading away from here. Oh, there are a couple of bodies.
I think Lucy and Misha will go check the bodies at least to see who they are.
Not Lucy and Misha.
Random and Misha.
Sorry. Lucy is not one of the bodies, by the way. These are men. They look like men and women, they look like they were homeless. And they are most definitely dead. In fact, they've got chunks have been ripped out of them with people.
Delicious. June is going to turn to Laurie and sign Lucy and point to the doors, sort of agitated.
Laurie nods and agrees. Yeah, let's go. Is Random going with Laurie and June, or are you going to do some investigation?
Oh. Actually, I think she's going to set up a surprise assault line by opening a door here somewhere.
Cool. I will not get you to roll that. This place it's really easy to open doors down here.
Yeah, I have 3 more that I can open, so I'm going to open one here. I'm going to gesture for Misha and Random to sneak into the door and go to one of the other exits and start looking. This will be investigation, actually. Start looking for Lucy. Try to find a door near Lucy that's in this area.
Alrighty. Do we want Random to roll the investigate, or should we were going to go and investigate the doors?
Yeah, we were.
I think one of us should do the investigate. Maybe Random can throw a help.
That'll work. Yeah, that's probably the best. I'm basically trying to set up for Random to be reinforcements for y'all.
Understood. Do you want me to make the investigate roll, or
You have all the super sensors and such set up, don't you?
I do a bit, yeah. All right, reset predatory sensors. Best intentions?
Agreed. I would also say awakening telepathy.
Oh, that's a really good point. Uncanny luck?
Yep.
All right, I think I'm going to go with that. Are there any weaknesses? Possibly unlucky for others?
Unfortunately so.
This is true.
All right. I think that's it.
And I'm spinning a help. My last help for you, which means I'll have to address that.
It's okay. I wish I had help.
4 clues. I also choose 1.
I think it's almost cheating to pick investigation exposes you to danger here, because almost anything we do is going to be exposing us to danger.
Yeah, I just don't know how, like, whoever or whatever you're asking the questions can ask you one question as well. Like, I don't know how that works.
Well, the door knocker turns to you and says, "There are 2 watchmen. One always lies and one always tells the truth."
On the other hand, if this is connected to some other power, we could leave behind traces that they find when they investigate what happened here later.
We could trip a security system, and the question could be, is someone assaulting my base? Yes.
I mean, another horrible thought is that Veronica taps into Laurie's head at this point.
Well, you are dealing with the telepathy, and Mina Harker's telepathy is pretty firmly involved with Dracula's.
Oh, yes.
So this could arm Veronica with questions.
Yes. Sorry, just conferring on something. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go with whoever or whatever you are asking the questions can ask you one question as well. This is Veronica tapping into Laurie's head as you're doing this. But I'm not going to answer the question. I'm not going to ask the questions on Veronica's behalf. I would like other people to ask Laurie the questions.
I defer to Anne.
Okay. Laurie's first question is which door leads to Lucy? And Laurie finds the correct door.
So I guess that means we come up.
Veronica's first question is, which of the blood splatters on you tasted best?
The one on my hands. Oh, right. In that case, that would be the secretary.
Okay. Second question.
Is Lucy unharmed? The answer is yes.
So given that this is telepathy and Mina Harker connection to Dracula, this one I would like to say that not only is Veronica aware of the question and the answer, you are aware of the fact that this is a truth about you Veronica knows. What circumstance would you be willing to do that again under?
Defending the helpless.
Along with your knowledge that Veronica has picked this out of that knows this little lever, you also get a bit of a sneer of disdain.
Fair.
I'm remembering hints of boring when she encountered random the first time.
Yeah. What's in the vials behind us? The answer is blood.
Veronica's next question is that, having felt the rush that licking up that blood gave you, how come you haven't pocketed a vial or 2 to keep on your person just in case you need it? They're right there.
especially given the drain status you currently sporting.
I hadn't realized.
Veronica feels smug.
Last question. Where are the crates and boxes and equipment here from? The answer is Altheus Pharmaceutical.
Last question. What is it most reluctant to see things my way?
Frankly, you're a bit of a bitch.
That seems like something that she would smile at.
All right, with that, you go down a short wall, actually. Does Laurie go back for some of the blood?
I think she would. You're drained right now.
This is true.
Come on. That whole question was designed at temptation.
It really was. All right, Laurie says, wait a moment. Goes back to the table with the vial. Picks one of them up, sniffs, and then drains the entire content. This seems like another change the game.
Yeah, I would see that.
How about a change the game whose juice is explicitly for spending on paying off that drained floor?
This is a thing. I think dubious ethic.
Agreed.
Flawless grace is the broad tag.
Okay.
Feral physicality.
Yes.
Uh,
Survivor's
no.
instincts.
Survivor's instincts. Yes. I think that's it.
Yep, I think you're good.
Any weaknesses? I don't see any.
No, I don't see any. Plus, I don't think we don't apply drained, and I don't think shaken would apply here much. So yeah.
No, I'm not seeing any of the statuses affecting this. Okay, changing the game. 4 juice?
That's enough.
Yep.
Hell, you drank enough to add
At a 1 point status of full.
indeed satiated.
I was going to suggest blood drunk, but that's Patricia's flavor of vampirism. Different flavor.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, the doorway that Laurie found leads down a short corridor to a room with some makeshift cages. The moment you open the door, you can hear someone scrabbling about. It doesn't take a moment until Lucy throws herself up against the bars and says, June!
How far is it from me to the bars?
Between 5 and 10.
Yeah, no, June just goes through anything and gets to the bar.
You get there fine. There's somebody else in one of the other cages who is currently lying on the floor and appears to be unconscious, but still. When June gets to the bars, Lucy gives her a hug through the cage. Oh my god! We've got to get out of here. She's fucking crazy.
Time for a little bit of, not thinking about this carefully. June is going to anchor herself to the bars on one side of the door. and then using all of her free hands and tentacles, pull on the door. And we're going to try and monstrous the shit out of this. Maybe even hurl it across the room. Because we haven't thought far enough ahead to realize the kind of impression this is going to make on Lucy. Also, hi,
Alright.
panic. We do that sometimes.
Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to think if is this a move?
If it's a move, I think it's a take a risk with the thing you're trying to achieve being pulling the door off the hinges, and the risk you're facing being the
Freaking out
absolutely
Lucy.
fucking terrified girlfriend.
This is true. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like take a risk. I will let you tag Juicy for
Oh, cool.
this role.
So reckless abandon. Always a new monster. Tentacle shadow. Weaknesses?
Distant and unfeeling.
I knew that was going to come up.
Reacting first.
Also a good one.
With the risk being terrifying Lucy and such, does the porcelain perfect beauty count?
I will say yes.
But what do you mean yet? Sorry. I'm just going to... Whoops.
Puggles.
I didn't mean to sneak around there.
That's alright.
It's even better. You get 2 juice out of this.
Lucy is seriously impressed.
Yeah, I'm going to have to call that juice big damn heroes.
Lucy looks at June wide-eyed for a moment before saying, "That was awesome!"
Oh, Lucy gets a hug.
Yeah. Laurie puts his hand on June's shoulder and says, I hate to break this up, but we're still in danger here.
June nods and begins leading Lucy out the way we came in.
All you have to do is get to the door random made. Yep.
Yes, unfortunately, there's somebody standing in the hallway. She's dark-haired, completely disheveled. Dried blood covers her face and has dripped all down her front. Leaving so soon? Shannon asks.
And this is why I went out of into darkness.
Now, I believe someone else needs to have the spotlight now, because I just had my big damn hero.
True.
Mm-hmm. Should Laurie or... I feel like this might be a Laurie thing.
Vampire to vampire, yes.
What's that? You feel like it might be a Laurie thing, and then Random's thing can be leaping out of the shadows when Laurie inevitably fucks it up.
Yep. Seeing Shannon in the doorway, Laurie steps out in front of June and look and says, "Sharon, it's Mr. Murray. We've been looking for you. Where have you been? What are you doing down here?" I think this is a convince.
You're trying to get her to back down from being a monster?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would probably be a convince.
All right. I think the best intentions, therapist training. I'm not sure. Flawless Grace is a broad tag. Does that count here,
I
or is it a different thing?
I think it would fall into it because might attract them, appeal to them or whatever.
Hmm.
Pretty,
Beguiling,
yeah.
beguiling looks an enchanting voice for sure. Never my fault or awakening telepathy.
Maybe the telepathy. I don't.
Yeah, agree. Any weakness tags?
Splintered personality?
Okay. I will have I'll tick the improvement thing to know that I've got an improvement on cure that I haven't taken yet. Nothing. I can't see anything else. Uh, should I tag the shaken status as a minus?
Yeah.
I think so.
Hmm.
I don't think she knows about you being fired yet, which
No.
means that won't affect it.
No, it's way too early for that. So convinced. The power of 4.
Yeah. And might I suggest that the status might be something about horrific despair or suicidal thoughts when realizing what she's become?
Indeed.
Assuming she doesn't back down.
Hmm. Power 4. Suicidal thoughts. Seeing Mr. Murray, Shannon's eyes bug out. She almost immediately starts sobbing and weeping. Tears of blood start streaming down her. I'm just so thirsty. That's 12.
You get a minimum of 2 for a great success.
Yeah. I am going to. Well, I was attempting to manifest vampiric fangs and claws.
Yep. If I may, you you
Yep.
could you could manifest it as a status rather than a tag,
That's what I'm thinking, yes.
and then you could do it to 2, which case you're going to have very
Oh
much
yeah.
claw.
Yes, which will offset drained and other things.
Yep. It occurs to me I could have done change the game probably for this character build should have, but also investigation exposed me to danger, so jumping ahead was probably a good idea, probably the best idea.
Hmm.
That's fine, because I also plan to change the game. Specifically, I'd like to use 2 places at once to have Elaine open the briefcase and deploy some things to get to her.
Awesome.
Basically, whatever support puppets can hide in everyone's shadows and hidden compartments. Wink.
All right. Let's take a look at your sheet.
Puppets all the way down.
Yep.
Always a new monster. Monster must be unidentifiable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all the power tags.
Okay. Do we think not sorted would?
Yeah, that sounds like it's a particularly dangerous thing.
Indeed. Anything else?
No, not that I can see.
Well,
So,
Great success.
nice.
I think I'm going to make separate story tag.
Very cool.
So prolong the effects would mean the story tag I create stays basically until the end of the thing I prepared it for.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
yeah,
Instead of being burned up on use,
Correct.
correct.
which your fangs would be.
No, because the fangs are a status. Oh no, wait, you're right, because it's a.
Oh, so you're right. So the better idea would to do story tag and make it prolonged.
Well,
I might do that and reduce the status by one.
Either way, yeah.
I think I'm going to create a tentacled shadow puppet to support me in the face of whatever danger I'm about to. And I'm going to make it last.
Cool. So you're navigating through a maze of tunnels. Yep, power of one for change the game. Yes.
I don't have any active mantras, so the protean nature is not going to help much. Inured to the horrible?
Yes, in this case.
It's like my immediate thought was, heightened situational awareness. Oh wait, that broke.
Yep.
To be fair, though, heightened situational awareness has been your immediate thought.
This is true. Every time I defend. Yeah.
It's just so useful.
That is not a good roll.
Oh dear.
Dice, why are you not on my side?
Where are the crates and boxes and equipment here from? The answer is Alpheus Pharmaceutical.
Last question. What is it most reluctant to see things my way?
Frankly, you're a bit of a bitch.
That seems like something that she would smile at.
You should have seen that, Thrith. It was amazing. Brand's just turned completely red, and I mean, this is for the bloopers, of course, but it took her a while to figure out how to speak again.
Oh dear.
You get 2 juice out of this.
Lucy is seriously impressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call that Juice Big Damn Heroes. Sorry, what was that, Thrith?
Is that a story tag or a status on the scene?
Oh, no, that's what I was gonna name the two juice, the source for the two.
Banking the
got
juice.
it. Got it. Okay. Is that a story tag?
I'm sorry, I have to clear my head for a moment. Okay. Seeing Shannon